Taurus, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. And your near future. It's a very interesting reading here, Taurus. So looking at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Cups is showing up. So the Seven of Cups, I'm getting you have options. And so options when it comes to what exactly you want to go after. This indicates here that you might be a little bit overwhelmed or there's just a lot happening all at once. And so you're going to have to prioritize or pick and choose exactly what you want to do here because something here feels like it needs your attention, or maybe you want to focus on that first versus something else here within all of those cups. Your current energy here is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's Jupiter energy. It's positive movement forward. This is just things starting to go in your favor. I am seeing the Four of Swords showing up here with this Wheel of Fortune, this kind of fate, destiny type of energy. And so this tells me that it's connected to an ending, that things are improving because of something that ended, something that you've been letting go of. And we do have the new moon in the sign, actually your sign this weekend. And so this might be that you're closing out a cycle and it's opening up a lot of new opportunities. It feels like you're already in this energy anyway. In fact, when this video goes live, it will be basically that new moon. And what you need to focus on here with the world is actually closing out that cycle. So connected to this new moon is the way that this new moon is going to affect you. It's really about who you are and just how you want to be seen by other people. And so when I see the world showing up here, there's like an old version of you that you're trying to release. This feels like it's been happening layers at a time. It's not all at once for sure. This feels like it's kind of that final shedding yourself free of something here from the past. I'm going to keep going. We'll dig in more here when I clarify. And so looking at the past energy here, we have the Two of Cups. This might have been what ended here. So there was maybe a relationship, something here reciprocal, because something in the past ended. You actually have better opportunities coming towards you. I am seeing a fresh new start in your near future. And so when I see the Two of Cups showing up in the past with this current energy the way that it is, so it might have been a clear ending with a person, or it might be somebody that's coming back around. Regardless, you have a lot of cups showing up here in the reading. And so when I look at your strength position and I see the Hanged Man is about you seeing things from a different perspective. And so your strength here is maybe going outside of your usual type when it comes to relationships. And I say that because of what's coming toward you. And so in your near future, I've got the Ace of Cups with the Nine of Cups. So I have the Two of Cups in the past. So some sort of relationship here in the past looks like there was a fated ending. And now you're opening yourself up to new possibilities. This Ace of Cups is a brand new start. Nine of Cups going after exactly what you want here. And with the Seven of Cups at the bottom, it feels like you have a lot of options. So you don't have to limit yourself in that way. And so when I look at the external influences here, I'm getting the Ten of Cups, which really is the Nine and the Ace together. So I love the way that is kind of showing up here in the reading. This indicates that the universe is trying to set you up with somebody here who would be a match, a long-term, emotionally fulfilling opportunity. And with the Seven of Swords, it's about needing to see the truth in a situation. There's something around, this is connected to the ending. It's also connected to this ending here. So the Four of Swords, the world, and the Seven of Swords all feel like they're heavily connected. And so it may be that you're starting to recognize where this relationship here in the past just was never going to be what you needed it to be, or that the ending was actually a blessing. Because it feels like you're opening up to a new kind of world of possibilities and just opportunities and new people coming towards you. I am getting the Eight of Swords showing up in your hopes or fears position. And so So as an earth sign, you tend to really think things through before you take any kind of action. That is part of that earth energy. But with the Eight of Swords showing up here, I'm actually not getting it as a strength or like a hope or a fear here. It feels a lot like it's just contemplating. It's this thinking energy, needing validation that you're making the right decisions, that you're going to make the right choice here when it comes to deciding among those Seven of Cups what really is going to be important to you. That's what you're looking for. So it's not really a hope or a fear. It's more of guidance that you're looking for. And then sitting in your potential outcome, we do have the Five of Cups. And so the Five of Cups is one of those change cards. This is about a shift in perspective. Right now, or maybe in the past, you've been really focused on what you've lost, and it's time to focus on what you have still, and then also refilling those cups. They don't have to be filled with the same thing. And it feels like with the Seven of Cups showing up, that they're not going to be, that you're going to be able to have this kind of new opportunity. You have a lot of cups showing up here. It's a lot of emotions, a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of kind of romance opportunities. So let's dig into this a little bit more. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords, I'm getting the Star card. So Aquarius energy may or may not be significant, but what really is the Nine of Cups that shows up in your near future is very similar to this energy here with the Star card. They're both about your goals, your dreams, your wishes. The additional layer here with the Star card is healing. So with whatever happened in the past, this ending, this kind of faded ending, you're healing from all of that. You're focusing on your goals and your dreams. Those do really go hand in hand. The Four of Swords is also a card of healing. It's about taking some sort of break, rest, so that you can recover from whatever happened here. It feels like things are really turning around in your favor, and you may only be starting to see that now. Tell me about the World. I have the Five of Wands. So obstacles and challenges here. This is something that you need to leave behind. You're getting a few change cards. The World is a change card. I've got the Five of Cups, and now I've got the Five of Wands. And so it's about letting go of anything that's holding you back, any kind of blocks or barriers to you being able to move forward. This is what's happening. When in the past, whenever you tried to go after exactly what you wanted, it almost felt like you kept hitting up against a brick wall or some sort of obstacle or challenge, distraction, chaos, call it whatever you want. But it was really preventing that kind of forward movement towards your goals. And this is the chapter that's closing out. This is part of you that you're letting go because you're not going to give in to those distractions. You're not going to allow those obstacles and challenges to get you off course. With the Two of Cups, I'm getting the Two of Cups. This actually feels a lot like you might have somebody that's coming back around. And if somebody's coming back around, they're coming in differently. I'm definitely picking up that energy. If this is somebody that's returning from your past, not everybody wants that, but if this person is, I'm getting with the Seven of Swords that this person's going to come in differently. They've been going through their own transformation. This is not somebody that you're connected to right now. And with the Hanged Man, I'm getting the Justice card. And so seeing things from a different perspective provides a lot of balance. This is what allows you to make those decisions that really are in your best interest when it comes to all the opportunities that you have available. It's going to allow you to be more discerning and figure out what really is going to be in your best interest. With the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups, I am getting the Seven of Cups. And so the Seven of Cups was showing up at the bottom of the deck, and it's showing up here in your near future as well. And so when I look at your long-term possibilities here, this kind of fresh new start when it comes to love and relationships and really your emotional fulfillment, you do have a lot of options that are going to make themselves available to you. You might recognize it now, or it might be, because I'm almost getting like a floodgate is opening for you where all of a sudden just maybe your eyes were closed to it, because I don't get the sense that this is new energy as far as these opportunities. There's always been a lot of opportunities around you, but because you've been trying to work through something from the past, you just haven't recognized them. And so in the near future, you are going to recognize them. You're going to see the possibilities and the potential there. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. I love this. So the Page of Cups does indicate kind of a new beginning here. One where you just are going to be more open around how you feel, what you want, what you're trying to go after. All of these things are coming through with that page energy. Even communication, just really, because I'm getting a stronger sense of communication out of that than anything else. The messenger piece of the page, where you're going to communicate exactly what you're looking for. And so if you've been in relationships in the past and maybe you needed to be with that person for a period of time before you started talking about what are your relationship goals, and these are my relationship goals, and at that point you're probably already attached. And so it feels like what's going to take place now is you're going to have that conversation much sooner, because you're not going to want to invest in a relationship that doesn't have the potential for that 9 of Cups or even the 10 of Cups here. Tell me about the 7 of Swords. We have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is one of the marriage cards. I mean, definitely love and romance, very strong this week. And so with the 7 of Swords and that Hierophant energy, it's about seeing the truth in relationships, understanding other people's motives and intentions, getting into that detail much quicker than you ever have before. With the 8 of Swords, I'm getting the Tower. So the Tower is a sudden change, a sudden shakeup. 8 of Swords, it feels like the Tower provides clarity. When it removes the blocks and barriers, all of those obstacles that are just standing in the way, it actually opens you up to see things clearer. And it feels like that's how the Tower is coming across here, is that you're looking for that clarity. So when you're up in your head and you're thinking about all of your options and what choice am I going to make and what do I need to do here, you're looking for that clarity. It's that kind of sudden awareness that can come through with the Tower. And so that's how it's coming across here. So let's get the 5 of Cups. We have the Hermit. And so the Hermit's very similar to that 8 of Swords energy. The Hermit is being up in your head, thinking about things. It's Virgo energy, so another earth sign showing up here. There's also a healing element to Virgo. The healing and that kind of internal reflection, it is about shifting your perspective. It's about doing the shadow work, really focusing and working through internally any place where you've held yourself back or any wounds here that need to be addressed. And so it feels like that's taking place here. And so interesting the way that this is all playing out. I'm actually going to get some guidance here for you on how to release during this new moon. Interesting. So I'm getting a lot of balanced energy here. I'm getting the 2 of Wands. So stay focused on long term. What is it that you really want here? It's not about these kind of quick wins or this kind of instant gratification. It really is about looking into the distance, recognizing the true potential, and then moving in that direction. I'm also getting the 3 of Cups. This is the card of happiness here. And so again, really focus on what is going to make you the happiest. And then I've got the 2 of Pentacles. And so with the 2 twos showing up, this is a lot of stability. The 2 of Pentacles here, this is a card of balance. It is about you prioritizing. So when you have all these options available, not everybody is going to be right for you. You're going to be picky around your choices. You're going to be looking for potential long-term opportunities, making that a priority, and kind of here focusing on what really matters. That's the advice for you. And that actually will help you leave behind whatever has been holding you back, because when you focus on the future and you recognize the past, you start to make that very clear distinction. Well, the past is very different than my present or my future energy. And so in order to really go down this path, I need to let this go. And that's what really is going to help you during this new moon. So Taurus, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.